NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Giants 7, Buccaneers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on second and 3. Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Prescott. On the screen, Bernard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Prescott from the gun. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Prescott. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Jones on the keeper. It's a gain of 10. First down, Buccaneers. That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now throwing on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tampa Bay.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. play fake. Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Jones, off play action. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Prescott off play action. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football. And you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down at 4, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8 at the Giants' 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8. From the gun, Jones. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
With the score.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Jones on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First down.
Throwing, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there of 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
The 12-yard line.
Jones now on the keeper. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dan Arnold, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Joey Sly.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott, caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Prescott on 1st down. He drops it off for Bernard. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
At the 31.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Joey Slide.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
At the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Catch made by Slayton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 49-yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by
now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Benjamin on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
It's a game
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Tampa Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.